Willpower. Warriors, if you open your fridge and there's a Coke can and water, which one would you go for? Most people would go for the Coke because it tastes good, it's pleasurable, it's full of sugar. But only a few would grab the water. And how do they do that? With willpower. When we have sexual urges, most of us open up the laptop and type in porn for instant gratification, but only a few choose not to do that. Giving in to temptations can bring fleeting joy, like switching on the TV or playing games when you're supposed to be doing something else, or even having that ice cream when you were planning to have a piece of fruit. But I'm here to tell you about a superpower, the most realistic superpower given to a human being: willpower. When you build willpower, nothing can get in the way. It's the ability to resist temptations. It is the ability to delay gratification. It is a strong determination and control that we exert that allows you to do something difficult. I believe it's one of the greatest strengths of the mind. It leads to you and I making better choices in our lives, which leads to good habits. And ultimately, you build an extraordinary mind. Warriors, hi. I just tried to explain to you what willpower is and try to show you examples that most of us probably can relate to. The reason why I made a whole video on willpower is because I think it's important to gain control over our desires and cravings. And the reason is to make better choices, which leads to a better life and then leads to a better mind. And we are stuck with our minds for the rest of our life. So that's why I'm placing so much importance on this thing called willpower. With willpower, I kind of formed my own way of expressing what it really is, to because I know we have all experienced that battle. So I'm just gonna try and explain, right? Every time we're faced with two choices or two options, like we have that battle in our minds, right? Because we know that this is pleasurable, this is comfortable, I've always do this, it's easy, and it creates a lot of positive emotions but fleeting. But then we've got this healthier thing, which is a lot more difficult, but I know it's so much better for me. And then you use your mind to pull, to like you're pulling sensation. It's like almost like you're pulling a rope and telling your mind, you know what? No to the pleasure. Yes to this difficult thing that I'm going to do, but I know I would feel so great and so powerful. It's that pulling thing is the best way I've come up with it. It's like kind of like you're pulling your mind towards the right choice. I'm just saying this because some people might still be confused about what willpower is, and it's not really like choosing just an option. It's much more than that. There's something deeper than choosing. It's like a strength building, pulling thing. And it's nobody's fault that we have a lack of willpower, okay? We don't really get educated about the mind at all. Like, we go to school, we learn about maths, English, science, arts, humanities, but like, do we get trained about the mind? No. And then it's funny because we graduate from school and half the things we've learned from school, we don't even apply it in real life. But the funny thing is, like I said, we're stuck with our minds for the rest of our life and we don't get training for that. And I find that very interesting. So, and many of us can't go to a monastery and become a monk to learn about the mind. Not everyone can do that, but you see monks with an exceptional mind because they've trained it, they've received the right education. The only way to build it, you guys, is to practice. And that's by starting small, little steps. Just like everything in life, it's the little steps. Um, Example, if you are somebody who drinks a cup of tea every single day, right? And you're putting in 3 teaspoons of sugar, you might be like really wanting to work on your health and eat better, okay? So you might be like, okay, you know what? Let me see if I can do 2 teaspoons. And when you reduce from 3 to 2 teaspoons, as tiny as it is, and once you do it, you're pretty much showing yourself that you have willpower and that you can do something. And that is amazing. That is the start of building willpower. Another example, if you're trying to avoid junk food, right? You can start practicing willpower by meal prepping, because when you meal prep, right, you're putting an effort to make yourself meals and also avoiding all the junk food because you have no excuse. You've got food in that lunchbox or in the fridge. Every time we go out into the world, we are bombarded with loads of junk food options. But when you meal prep, you kind of have to use your willpower and be like, you know what, I have made my own food. I don't have to get tempted by this junk food. So there we go. Willpower is being practiced. If you're trying to work on your fitness, and you set yourself up to do a run every single day, maybe take a break on the weekend, regardless of the weather, regardless of your mood, regardless of the comfort your own home brings, if you go for a run every single day like you planned, that's willpower, because your mind is going to tell you, it's going to kind of seduce you to like stay home. And it's a really weird thing about the mind, but that's what it normally does to most of us. It will tell you to, you know what, to stay home. It doesn't matter. You've done running for 3 days. Just don't worry about it. Or, oh, come and sit on this couch. It's so comfortable. We'll turn the TV on. You know what I mean? But when you battle with your mind and be like, no, you're literally having power over your mind, and you're doing the goal you set up, which is going for that run. So that is practicing willpower, and you're building it and building it and building it until it gets super strong. And when it does, you guys, it's a superpower. You can do anything you want to, and that's not an exaggeration. It's true, because every time you go out into the world, nothing, absolutely nothing will distract you or tempt you. You've got strong superpower, which is that willpower that I'm talking about. But that takes practice and time and a lot of battling, a lot of war with your mind. But it's incredible. It's incredible. I'm working on my willpower. I don't have the strongest, but I don't have the weakest. And some of the things I can do are quite incredible, but some things I'm not very good at, like conflicts and, controlling my temper and things like that. So I wanted to say that because I'm not trying to say I'm perfect and I've got this massive willpower yet, but I do have it in some areas. And for example, I can put myself into really, really cold water, just go into a river, and if it's freezing, I don't really kind of freak out by it and just not do it. I just sort of jump in and I use my willpower. And like you saw, the cold water shower, I can do it because I've trained myself, and that was through time, and now I've got willpower to do it. So I find that pretty cool. I know that some people might not understand that, but the reason why I take a cold shower, I don't do it all the time, but when I do, I just prove to myself how much willpower I do have and how much I can do, like other things I can do if I can do that. So you could try cold shower, you could try, it doesn't have to be that. It literally starts in your own home, guys. You don't have to invest money, you don't have to buy a book. You will know, like you can go into your kitchen and you can test yourself. You can be like, should I have that fruit or should I go for the chocolate bar? Or should I chuck on the TV or should I really do the study? I'm trying to save money. Should I do some online shopping or should I save the money for that car that I'm trying to buy. You guys, there are so many ways you can practice willpower. You guys, I'm going to end it there. I really hope that this video maybe made you realize more about willpower and maybe get you thinking about practicing willpower, just with the little things. But if this video didn't make you do that, that's completely fine. I'm just grateful that you were able to listen to some of the things I'm trying to say. That means a lot to me. And once again, you guys, if you made it this far, thank you for listening, because it takes a beautiful mind to do that. And I really hope everyone is smiling and just having a really great day with all the things that you're doing. Take care, everyone. And sending you so much love. Bye.